You guys are out on the road. Come down here to Nephi. Mr. Mark Miller and Hobie with Sawyer Brown. That's not you. You're not Sawyer Brown. If you had a nickel for every time that somebody...
Yeah, it would have paid for a couple of buses, I think.
Yeah, that would have been great. Yeah. I am so intrigued with the way that you guys started. That you hear about some of these country artists that come on the scene, and they're plugging away, they're putting in their dues, playing the bar scenes and doing radio tours and everything. And it seemed like that you guys just came on the scene, and you were fortunate enough to go on Star Search, and they wanted you on Star Search.
Yeah, but we'd been playing clubs for about 2.5 years prior to Star Search. So,
okay.
And like 6 nights a week. We were doing 315 days those first couple of years. So
wow.
We were out there a lot. And so we did not expect to get picked for Star Search. We didn't think we were what they're looking for, but apparently we were. So it worked out great.
And then you went through, you won Star Search, and it's unheard of that a group stays together as long as you guys have.
Yeah, I think we, the whole thing with us is we've always toured, and we've always had a great fan base, and fans have really kept us going for 40 years.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate enough to just mention that I saw you guys out at Country Fan Fest last year, and the first time that I saw you was in 1999. That's when I saw you for the first time. And I felt like the difference between the two shows was negligible. It was still the same show. The fans were loving it. And I do want to mention, thank you for introducing me to country music, because at the time I had never been to a concert, never been anywhere, and was just happened to be able to come to see you guys, and I was like, these guys are awesome.
Oh, well, it's as much fun now as it ever was. And that's the whole thing, is you want people to have a good time once they come to a show. Right. So there's a reason not to just stay home and listen to the records. We want you to have a good time with the whole show.
And I guess probably once it gets to the point that it's not fun, then
it's time to go home.
Maybe time to go home.
I think so.
So you guys have just about done everything through your careers. And what's left? What is there that one thing that you're thinking that maybe, I really want to get this done before I retire?
I don't know.
We've probably gotten to do a lot of those things that were on that list. I think for us, it's just the fact that we still enjoy doing it makes you want to keep doing it. We have a job that we get to do rather than that we have to do. So that's a giant blessing. As long as those people keep showing up and we're having fun, we want to keep doing it.
I do have a question. I know that you guys have so many fans. Is there an incident where you had a fan that you just been like, I can't believe a fan just did that?
Well, we have a fan that's been to see us over 1,300 times.
Which is mind-boggling.
1,300?
Yeah. And even, I think for us, the fact that, people who came to see us when they were kids now have kids and they're bringing them is really a cool thing to see.
Yeah, that you have the generational fans.
Man.
That's really amazing.
Cool. Yeah.
1,300 times over, and you've had, you're over 6,000.
Yeah. So that's a pretty good percentage.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Is there one of the songs that you guys have put out that say you really had to battle with a label?
The label always let us do whatever we wanted. We were a little bit spoiled.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah. They left us alone. They knew that we knew our niche, and so they really spoiled us. Yeah.
Well, we were seeing our audience 200 and something nights a year, so we felt like we had a pretty good idea what they enjoyed from us.
Yeah.
So
with so much touring, does that mean that you did a lot of riding on the road? I mean,
we did back in the day for sure. Yeah, you almost had to, because there was so little downtime.
Because you hear a lot about artists now that they go out on tour and then we're going to take a hiatus from touring and go do some riding, but you guys were doing it all at one time.
We had to, because we were doing, in those early days, 275 days a year, and we would invariably have to work on an album when we were home during the week that used to be called Fanfare, now Fan Fest.
Right.
And you just, you'd be up all night because we had to get a record done.
This might be a little bit of obscure Mark Miller, Sawyer Brown trivia here, but I heard that you have experience water skiing as Pinocchio.
Yeah. It's in the book. Yeah.
It's out there.
Yeah, I worked at Walt Disney World from the time I was 16 until we moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
Oh, 16. I didn't realize it was. I thought it was more college age.
It was both. Yeah.
Oh, you did it for quite a while.
High school and college. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yes, that is true.
Well, fellas, I'm going to get out of here.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your
man.
time.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.